Welcome back, everyone. As you probably guessed from the title and the thumbnail, this is what we are testing out today. This is the RMA Armament. This is their 1165. So previously here on the channel, we have tested out their 1155, which is one of the most, if not the most popular civilian armor plate in the country. It's extremely popular. It's been out for years. It is 100% made in America, as is this, including all of their components. And it's relatively affordable as well. However, the downside to that plate, in my opinion, as I said in that video, is the weight on it. So the weight on it is 8 pounds, and for a 10 by 12 plate, that's pretty standard. That's been standard for probably, I don't know, 15 years now at this point. However, there are ways to improve upon it and make it a little bit lighter, and that's what they did here with the 1165. So it is 6.8 pounds. So if you're wearing two plates, that is going to drop off 2.4 pounds versus the traditional 8-pound per plate. Anybody who's worn body armor for any length of time will tell you that 2.4 pounds is huge. So that weight savings is very good. Additionally, it is thinner as well at only 0.8 inches thick, and of course it has that multi-curve to it that you guys can see there as well. And as far as I know, for a multi-curve plate that's 10 by 2 that has the thickness and weight of this is actually the most affordable one that I know of as well, again assuming that we're all made in America. And this one doesn't give anything up in terms of protection, anything like that. It should still stop armor piercing 30-06, which of course we're going to find out real quick. We're going to head out to the range and shoot it with that, as well as many other cartridges. And before we do that, we do need to thank the main channel sponsor, and that is Brownells. I'm pretty sure Brownells sells armor, but they also sell lots of other stuff, gunsmithing supplies, firearms, ammunition, optics, basically all the stuff. If you watch this channel, they offer it for you, so definitely check out Brownells. Additionally, this is going to be a Mug Club episode. So over on Mug Club, we create exclusive content for members only. It's not just myself, it's several other creators that are doing that as well. We do one video a week over there. Some folks do daily over there. So there's a lot of great content over there for members. If you guys are interested, there should be a discount code here on your screen that will get you a free month. And today on Mug Club, we're going to go over sort of Body Armor 101, a buyer's guide of what you should get based on real world threats. And that is probably more important than it has ever been, given the current political climate that we are in. So there is that. So with all of that out of the way, let's head out to the range and shoot these things. We're going to start out by pushing it right to the limit. Some black tip 30-06 that you guys can see there with the AP projectile armor penetrator out of the 1903 here. So plenty of barrel length as well. And we're at about 10 yards. So all of the energy, all at once. As y'all saw, it had plenty of energy. This is exactly how I picked the plate up, and it's interesting here. We have some fragments of the actual projectile right there on the outside of the plate. I did not put that there. It was like that when I picked it up. But yeah, interesting to see. But of course, we had the entrance hole there. A little bit of deformation on the back, but nothing too crazy. You would be alive, I would say. Our Clear Ballistics torso is doing just fine as well. So it has passed the level 4 standards, if you will. But of course, here on the channel, we break every plate that we see. So we're just gonna keep shooting it and find the failure point. Next up, we're gonna go down just a little bit in terms of penetrating capability. We have some M80 ball here out of the CMMG, 16-inch barrel here, and we'll see how she does. As y'all saw, we moved that one over there to the left, and we had a little bit of ceramic blow out the side. However, back here at the rear where the bullet is, it is still caught by the actual plate itself, so you would be, once again, perfectly fine. Unfortunately, it's so hot out that the tape is failing, so we had to move the actual dummy around a little bit to get the plate there, so that way it still has the resistance. It might not look as cool on slow-mo that you're about to see, but it will still give you the good resistance and sort of mimic what we're going for. We have some M193 out of the 16-inch Geissele Border Patrol rifle, and we'll see. As y'all saw in the slow-mo, we moved that one down there. Broken up ceramic up front as expected. Much less deformation on the back than we had with the big bore 30 cal rounds. Again, that is as to be expected, but we're gonna keep going. Next up, we have some 7.62 by 3.9. This one is Tula, I believe 102 grain full metal jacket, but it's coming out of the Romanian RPK. So this one's gonna have a little bit more velocity than your average AK round would. So let's do it. Again, we had our impact there over to the right side of the plate as you guys see it, and a little bit of stretching there on the outside of the actual wrap for the plate, but perfectly fine, intact, and of course the projectile itself was stopped. Next load up is going to be some green tips there. So M855, this is PMC XSAC. I should note all the ammo that we're going to use in this video, with the exception of the 9mm, should we get to it, is from our friends over at Firearms Depot. So big thanks to them for being the ammo sponsor here. One of them anyway. It's a big lift for them, so I appreciate it. Definitely check them out if you guys are interested. And 16-inch Aero Precision build, we will see. Had our impact down here in the lower right portion. As you guys look at it, a little bit of ceramic shot out the side, but of course right back here where the actual projectile is was completely stopped. Now of course at this point, guys, this plate's pretty compromised. If you have been shot 5 times wearing one of these plates, I recommend seeking cover first, and then of course replacing your plates at this point. But we're gonna keep shooting it, and actually the next load up I think may actually go through, but you never know. One way to find out. As we just said, I think this one may actually go through. It's a highly unconventional. It's certainly not the type of threat that most folks wearing body armor are going to face. But we have some M193, so 5.56 in there, and 55 grain projectile. However, right here we have this build. It's a custom build, Savage, with a 24-inch barrel. So that's kind of the key, right? 24-inch barrel. It's going to be screaming in an Ultradyne chassis. And I don't know if this plate can handle this velocity. It's definitely not rated for it 100%. So let's find out. I also really don't know where to hold because it's a pretty good offset here. So we're just gonna send it. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that plate not move when I shot it, I thought for sure it went through. For folks who don't know, a lot of times when you just blow right through armor, the armor doesn't react. But that absolutely was not the case here. As you guys can see, it stopped it. Now, one thing that also concerned me was it was pretty close to that initial hit that we had there over on the left side, or the right side, excuse me, as you see it, of the plate, but it definitely had enough ceramic there to stop it. How do we know? Because it stopped it. Yeah, 100% not rated for that. And with that, let's just keep shooting it, see what its breaking point is. Next up, we have some high brass double out buckshot coming out of the Beretta A300. Once again, we're at like 10 yards, so it's absolutely going to compromise that ceramic tremendously. That moved it. As y'all just saw with the slow-mo, that one knocked over the actual clear ballistics dummy, and that clear ballistics dummy is heavy. I don't know the actual weight, but it's got to be like 50 pounds. So definitely had some serious energy to it. We had our impact, of course, with the buckshot, essentially here. So that's the spread at about 10 yards with that particular load. So lots and lots of impacts, as you guys can see. Double out buck pellets, absolutely nothing went through. One thing that's cool about rifle rated plates is even if you completely compromise the ceramic, a lot of times you can shoot them with a ton of pistol rounds and it will still stop them. So we're gonna see if that's true in this case or if it's just beyond the point of no return. So we have some 124 grain Minuteman, and it'll be coming out of my B&T SP9 SD. And we'll see how it does. We'll put a few in there. One of those went high. I think all but one of those hit the plate. So as you guys saw, multiple hits spread across various places. And once again on the back, absolutely nothing went through. So let's try that again, but with a rifle weighted round, or a rifle round, I should say, and see if it continues to hold up. Next round up, again, is going to be some M183 coming out of our BFT 556. This has a 16-inch barrel in there, and we'll see if that compromised ceramic can hold up, or if we're going to have a few blow on through. Only one way to find out. Let's see. Well, we've got the electronic ear pro off, so that tends to indicate certain things happened. And as you guessed, we definitely had some go through there. We had 3 go through. And again, that's just when the ceramic is damaged, it can no longer break apart the projectile. The dragonfly is interested. What is going on right now? Anyway, so it can no longer break that projectile up and then be caught by the material behind it. And that's why you saw those failures. Interestingly, through the Ballistic Semi-Lab actual torso, 2 of them blew straight through, and 1 of them was actually retained by it. So the armor was still, with the one that was retained anyway, was still doing something rather to stop it, if you will. This dragonfly loves this plate. I have no idea what's going on. But as you guys can see there, 1, 2, 3 went through. We shot 4 at it, so 1 of them was stopped as well. But all in all, guys, this plate lived up to exactly what it was rated for. Cannot be mad about it at all, especially considering that it is lighter than the previous ones that we reviewed here on the channel. Lightweight is always good when it comes to armor. Additionally, these things are, generally speaking, at a pretty good price. I can't say it on here because YouTube is now saying that violates the rules. But of course, if you follow me at all my various social media sites, I post it there all the time. Additionally, if you guys are following me there, number one, I appreciate it, especially Twitter, Truth, the new Parler that's up. Those places are great free speech platforms, which I definitely dig. But additionally, if it goes on sale or anything like that, it will go out in our daily deals email. You can sign up for that email at the website here on your screen. That email goes out every single day, as the name indicates, and it has 8 of the best deals that we find around the internet. If the item, whatever it is, whether it be armor, optics, ammo, whatever the case may be, if it's in that email on that particular day, it's the cheapest I know of anywhere on the internet for that particular item. So that way, hopefully it saves you guys some time and hopefully saves you some money. Of course, we have a cloud come out right now. As we're about to pack up. We've been out here sweating all day. But anyway, if you guys like this type of video, we do armor testing here all the time. Definitely hit the subscribe button. If you've hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and you're not seeing 2 to 4 videos a week here on the channel, make sure you sign up for the email at the website here on your screen. This email goes out once a month, and it has all of the videos since the previous month's email went out. So that way there's no big tech giant censoring your eyes from my content. And with that, guys, I think that's pretty much all I have for you. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing everybody in the next video.